All right, for those just tuning in, we just wrapped up our game, Halloween game, and Necrons. Ooh, you know what? This actually came out on Halloween this year too.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, it won't, no, it won't. The post game comes out on Halloween. Final score: Necrons 73 to a DeathGuard Poxwalker 764. So, hooray! It stays with
I
me.
guess
3
you can
years.
have it.
3 years.
Yeah.
I get to keep the Pumpkin Trophy. Got my butt kicked all October, but won when it counts. Winning when it counts. So
Got the trophy.
because this is obviously non-competitive, it's hard for us to kind of talk about like, oh, this is something I might change. This is something I might use. So it kind of goes into the realm of, I guess, some of the aspects of what we would see. So this matchup, like you said at the end of the game, you were left with 22 Poxwalkers, but you still had a relatively high score. Not generally your play style. As far as I've known you, you just like to destroy everything on the field and score points later.
Yeah, not much damage I put in this army.
No, not really. But how do you feel with the Poxwalkers? Some of the stuff, like if you were to make some tweaks, maybe drop Mortarion and put in some more vehicles. I know that, like, again, this isn't your style, but do you think the Poxwalker detachment does have competitive legs, or you just need there's too many other things you need detachment rules for?
I mean, again, it's 780 points for the 120 Poxwalkers, plus you get a bonus 30. Then you can take the rest of your army and put in stuff that hits really hard. In this case, I put in fun stuff that we haven't used much. The Blight Lords, Mortarion, a Predator, a Hellbrute. There's none of, I mean, Mortarion can be good. Blight Lords are okay, but like, the Hellbrute's not good. I had toyed with the idea of bringing Death Shroud and Heavy Blight Launcher, Bloat Drones, but I figured you guys were tired of seeing all that same old DeathGuard stuff. Obviously, Death Shroud would have a pretty good impact on any of your big squads, just because when they swing at their sweep, they get like 50, 60 attacks. It's ludicrous.
And the anti-infantry 2-up on the Flamers as well.
Anti-infantry 4-up. But yeah, so definitely... I think there is competitive potential with it, just because it's a lot for your opponent to deal with, and even though they don't have armor saves, they have 5-up feel no pains, which can make them kind of durable. So I'm not gonna play it anymore. I'm not gonna try to make it competitive.
No, it's mentally exhausting to play 3-5 games at a GT. That's a lot.
It's too many models. I know other people run even bigger model count armies, but it's just for all these models that don't really do anything, they can punch a little bit, but not very much. Even when I was giving them the extra attacks, they just weren't doing very much. They kill like 5 warriors, which is just disappointing. So no, it's fun for sure to do some of the silly stuff, but it's not. I don't think it's really competitive.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, like when you do play big lists like that, then you have to kind of get other tools to help you with it, like movement trays and stuff like that, just to be able to play it within the time frame. Otherwise, you get timed out, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I got most of my army, but game's over. I lose because of time and points.
Yeah, and the fact is that in GW's silly detachments like this, they like every single enhancement strat is based around Poxwalkers. So there's like nothing that buffs anything else in the army. The defensive one, where you have Poxwalkers take hits for units, useful, but other than that, nothing benefits the other units other than Poxwalkers, and enhancements are only for characters leading Poxwalkers. So it doesn't do much for the rest of the army.
Yeah. Now, as far as for the Necrons, Awakened Dynasty is strong. I mean, it's very strong. The reanimation, the defensive powers that it has, many different stratagems to increase damage output. I didn't really use Hungry Void. I was kind of hoping you were going to charge me over here at the end game. I was like, oh man, because then I could have gone +1 weapon skill, +1 to hit, and been hitting on 2s with warriors. Got this close, almost made it happen. But all in all, whenever we do this matchup, there is always kind of that slight skew, because like you mentioned, you go and field 120 Poxwalkers and it's not even 1,000 points. I field 2 squads of warriors at 20 mans, and that's 400 points right there. So the warriors have guns. So it does kind of skew things a little bit in that aspect. This year, yes, I'm going to fully say it. I had probably a little bit more power, just because of the fact that I really wanted to get the 3 new data sheets into an army legitimately, not just, oh, look, here they are, they're there. but to actually use them. The Tomb Crawlers were kind of a non-effect for their ability this game, just because of the fact that I didn't really get into combat with that unit to get the +1 weapon skill, but that's the only boost that I could off a Canoptic. Geomancer, I was happy with him. Seen a couple of things that I did like that I'd like to probably utilize in the future, like being able to scout move him up 8 inches, zap something for -2 move, and then move him back 8 inches to a safer spot. All around, not bad. I do like him in the middle because I just felt like he was a presence there that kind of prevented anything else from joining the fray. So I didn't have to worry about a squad of Poxwalkers dropping in. I didn't have to worry about the Terminators dropping in because he was pushing everything back. Terminators could have dropped and just slaughtered them, but they would have been pushed so far back that I might have been okay with that. And could have rezzed them and then gone, haha, -2 move, 3-inch move on Terminators. That's a good time. But everything else worked out really well, obviously. The Warriors were rezzing great. I've definitely been kind of feeling that the Convergence might be a good piece to be able to get around not having technos in units. And today I've seen that a bit. I kind of felt that was worth it for the squads of Warriors. The Death Star Immortal squad did really well. Orkin smacking a Dreadnought, cool. But again, you didn't have any guns. You didn't have any damage output that way. So my Warriors were able to move up and go in uninhibited, and the Royal Warden fall back and shoot. Very strong. I'd like to mess with this into a more real competitive list. It's tough. The King's +2 move was great. I really liked that a lot. That was very efficient. But it's also 420 points that I could spend into other things that actually do heavier damage and let this portion of the army do what it was doing. Because I kind of feel like that's where the disconnect is with it, is that the Silent King, while the +2 move was nice, he didn't provide anything else that Doomsday Arcs or Locust Heavy Destroyers could have brought to the table to do. Any thoughts there on that? With the King specifically the King.
Yeah, I mean, you have he brings a different kind of durability to the army that other. You have the durability, obviously, with all the reanimation stuff with the Warriors and the Immortals. So his durability is a different kind of durability. A whole bunch of wounds. Functionally, 28 wounds between
26.
him?
He's
26.
16 and 10 for the rocks.
With the 4-up embalm, just takes a lot to chew through. And the Minears on there make it weird. With some weird dice rolls, you might not get even damage through that sort of thing. So I don't think it's bad. I think it's all right. But yeah, 400 points you can do a lot with.
Definitely. So it's definitely something to think about. I do feel like some of the hoops I had to jump through with Awakened Dynasty to get the full rerolls to hit, with how much points I'm banking into the Warriors already, having to then get a CP in there, things with the flares and all that stuff, while the Veil is amazing enhancement. Going into Canoptic, I get full rerolls to hit just for having a Cryptek in the unit. So I'm kind of leaning towards, I think I'd like to try some stuff out with Canoptic, where I don't have to jump through as many hoops to get the rerolls and see where things can go from there. That's kind of how I feel with it right now. But Geomancer, so far, I like him. I'll try the Crawlers out in a different list with the Canoptic and see how that goes. But and Xeris is alive at the end of the game at full health.
He is.
I told Lane before this he was going to get into a fight with Mortarion, and it was going to be like the episode SpongeBob where he's getting into a fight with a bully, and the bully just keeps punching him in the face, and he's just punching a sponge. I'm like, Xeris is not going to do anything to you, but he's just going to stand there and get punched in the face.
He did more to me than I did to him. I mean, Mortarion killed him once, but of course he just killed him in my turn. So on your turn, he comes back and reanimates to full health. So.
Oh, yeah, and actually he did. He killed Mortarion, so he did get the boost. He would have been 6-inch aura because he killed a unit in combat. So good job, Morty. Good job. Or Morty. Good job, Xeris. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.